Right boys, welcome back to the Golf Supply. In 1932, the host golf course that I'm at today, Prince's Golf Club, held the Open. 2 years ago, they held regional qualifying here, and I think around about 1 under or 2 under par qualified to get through to final stages. So I'm going to see what I can shoot today around a windy day on the links at Prince's and see if I could theoretically qualify for the Open. Now I'm going to lock in today. I'm going to try my hardest. I won't be as chatty as what I usually am in other videos. There were some interesting scores in Open qualifying. Hopefully I can represent the YouTube community a little bit stronger. But without further ado, I'm playing the Himalayas and the Dunes course today. Let's see what I can shoot around 18 holes at Prince's Golf Club and see if I could hypothetically qualify for the Open. Let's get into it. Into the red. Right, so starting on the Dunes 9. First hole, 440 yard par 4. Wind's coming into off the left on this one. Dogleg left, if I remember correctly. I think I played the Shores and the Dunes, so the Himalayas is going to be a blind 9 for me. First day of the rest of our lives. See if we can go low, boys. That's perfect. That's hit so nice as well. Listen, if we can drive the ball like that all day today, then final qualifying, final stages are within grasp. Oh, beautiful. Right, you're going to get this a lot today. Bouncing on the fairways. It's been extremely dry in the UK for the last, I'm not moaning about it, summer's arrived, but it's been extremely dry for probably the last 2-3 weeks. So you're going to get some bounces, you're going to get some runs off of these Juney fairways. We've got 150 on the nose left in, straight back into wind now it feels. Just going to knock down a little 7-iron. Pushed it. Get a bounce. All right, short right. Not terrible, wasn't great. All right, tricky little up and down here. I'm gonna try and bump it into that bank and just leave myself an uphill putt. Sit, sit. Scrambling for par now, which is unfortunate when you've got 150 yards into the pin. I kind of need to make this putt. Oh my God, how has that not dropped? Wind almost kept that out. Hey, start with a bogey. You'd like to think you can only get better. Played the hole pretty well. This green's a bit of a madness. Right, number 2 at Jones, 151 yard par 3, playing complete opposite wind to the last one now, so straight down. Looks like it's a front right pin. I'm going to hit pitching wedge. I'm going to try and hit this higher and landing it a little bit soft. See if we can hold these greens. Be the number. Be the number. Sit. Oh, it's unbelievable. Fucking love this game. Love it. Start with a bogey, back it up with a birdie. Come on. This will be a nice one, this. Nothing in the putt. Dead straight, back of the cup. Bosh. Bosh. Back to even. Let's go. Right, hole number 3, par 5, 527 yards off of the championship TZ. Got a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side of the fairway. I don't know if I carry them or not, but I'm gonna go driver, try and hit them over the top of them. It's another good birdie opportunity, this one. Probably a good yardage as well, 527 for driver, 5 wood. So if I can just get this away, find the short stuff. This is tight, this hole though. Oh, that is so good, if I say so myself. Well, that's step 1 done on the 3rd hole at the Dunes. I've got a new one in the bag. I'll show you it when I'm just about to hit it. I've got a new driver as well. I'll show you that as well. Got a few new clubs in the bag. I'll show you all of them. Fuck it, why not? Right, so a few new clubs in the bag. I've got QI10 standard version. Got fit by the legends down at Scottsdale. Got a Ventus Fujikura TR 6X shaft in this, 10.5 degree head, and it's just, oh, I'm hitting it so much better than anything else. I'd usually lean towards max heads, but the spin on that, you see it on that flight there, is just perfect. And under my little stone head cover, little stone video coming soon, isn't it, JK? That's a special one. We have the AI Smoke Callaway 5 wood. Now this thing is an absolute weapon as well. Also fit with a Ventus Velocore 7X shaft in that one. And I think these two are really going to help me around this golf course today. So being long and straight off the tee massively helps around here. It's perfect. 267. Callaway I Smoke 5 wood. Wind's off the left, slightly hurting now, so it might not get there, but fuck! Shouldn't be really walking in the middle of the fairway there. That weren't on me. He stood to the side, and then he stood to the side and he took his fucking head clean off the boy. Fuck's sake. Alright, just shy of pin eye, and you can tell I don't play a lot of links golf because anyone else would be seeing this as like some form of bump and run up that slope. I've got 60 in my hand. Is it the right shot? I don't know. We're going to find out. Oh, close. Still pretty good, to be fair. Just needed to land it a little bit further. Inside right, nice and firm. Bosh, come on. Good putt. Good putt, Ash. 1 under par. Through 3, colourful. Right, hole number 4, 407 yard par 4. Theme is continuing, very, very narrow, and this one's got a lot of pot bunkers to try and navigate. Wind's straight down, so genuinely, if I catch this well enough, this could get really, really far down there, but I'm gonna have to keep it straight. Mate, that is a piss take good. Missed that bunker. I don't know if it's in range or not. It's bounding. That is on a string today. Keep it like that, we could go low. Did you see how straight that was? Middle a little? Yeah. That was so straight. Genuinely couldn't have dropped that ball any better, really. It's even found itself onto like the nice, fresher, less linksy grass, so it's a bit more spongier here. That pin is quite tucked on the right hand side of this green, so I'm not going to take that on. Don't need to make any unforced errors. Sit, 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 sit. Jumped forward a lot more than what I thought it would. Feels pretty straight. I'm gonna play it straight. If I can't feel it, I can't see it, let's just hit this one straight. Oh. 2 under through 4. YouTube community saved by the GS. Thank you. I'll see you at Portrush in 2025. We're going to see Royal St George's in a minute. I'll see you at Portrush. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hole number 5, and it's got the infamous, I think they call it the coffin bunker. The lip on the thing's about 20 foot tall, so I want to miss that. It's 285 yards to that off of this tee box. But because I'm driving the ball well with driver, that was a fucking tongue twister. I'm actually going to try and thread it through the gap that you can see of the big bunker on the left and the bunker of the right. It's about 300 to make it through that channel. The green's only behind that. It's only 394. If I can hit a good one, we'll give ourselves a par. Oh, hold, hold, hold. Please run through it. Please run through it. Towed it a bit. Miss it, miss it, miss it. Oh shit, we're in it. That's really touch and go whether it missed it on the right edge or not. Oh, that weren't the time to tow it, Ash. That was not the time to find the toe of the QI10 with that there. Fuck. And obviously I know this isn't actually open qualifying. I wanted to do open qualifying this year, but I didn't have enough like qualifying like rounds on my EG. So I've been putting cards in. I'm going to put today's card in. I've been putting a lot of other cards in that I've been playing off camera to make sure that for the 2025 open qualifying, I will be there playing. I don't know if I'd choose a links golf course to try and do it at. I don't play enough links golf to be like super comfortable. I'd rather be playing it like a parkland course. So I'll probably like pick somewhere like Bearwood if they've got it again, Moore Park, something like that. A little bit more like familiar territory for me. But for those all bashing me in the comments saying, why don't you do open qualifying? That's the reason I didn't do open qualifying. But this is an open qualifying venue. I am playing it off of the championship tees and we'll see what I'll fucking shoot. All right, I'm currently 2 under through 4, so course record's on. Pin looks exactly middle, and after we finish this hole, I'll give you a peek at a more recent Open Championship venue, because the other side of that fence over there is Royal St George's. They fucking pied us big time for filming our Open, but I'll still show you their golf course, because it is nice. Smooth 54 number this is, balls below my feet, aim left. Be good. Jake's giving it a what the fuck, it's close boys, come on! Jake said it was a shoe's distance away. It's a little bit more than a shoe, but how close did it pitch, Jake? Where did it land?
Like
2 shoes away. Don't really know what's happening, boys, but that takes us 3 under through 5. Let me show you. This is where I'd usually panic, but I'm not going to panic. Let me show you Royal St George's, take my mind off what's actually happening right now. I think it's about 400 or 500 quid a round there. Just literally the other side of that fence. You get dog walkers walking through, you get people just doing a little bit of rambling. But that is Royal St George's. Think of some of the players that's played around there within the last 4 years. And it's like the same area of land, but there's just a fence. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, isn't it? Like, that's so, well, this is historical as well. This obviously held the Open, but that's like so historical and so prestigious, and it's literally just fenced off. And then you have the same golf course. Obviously that's manicured, probably a little bit better. The greens are a little bit better, but it's on the exact same plot of land. But a tee time here is like 100 quid and a tee time there's 500. How fucking weird is that? Golf's such a strange sport, isn't it? But it's a strange sport that I'm playing really well today, so let's move on to the 6th. Right, hole number 6, another par 5. So it's another birdie opportunity, and I'll let you into a little secret. The most back-to-back birdies I've ever done is 4. So I've matched my current record, and with a par 5 up in front of me, if I can birdie this and go 5 birdies back-to-back, that's the new PB for me. So we might be witnessing history, everyone. 495 yards, wind into, off of the left. What the most important thing today is, from this point on, is that I don't start playing any differently. I don't start trying to play super defensive. I just keep playing my game and just see what I can shoot. Straight at them bunkers on the left. It's fucking so good. I hope you're getting all these down, JK. It's just point and shoot today, isn't it? That's why it's called the Jones. I'm gonna go 4. I'm breathing so heavy after doing that. I'm gonna go full 7 iron. I reckon it'll be short, but I just don't really feel like trying to knock down a 6 iron, so full 7's the play. Oh, it's so far left. Sit down, I've pulled it. Pulled it off the downslope. Sit. Okay. A bit annoying because now I'm gonna have to try and get up and down rather than having a putt, but it looks like it's probably the good leave, short left. Downslope, just tugged it. Never mind. Get in the comments and let me know how you'd play this shot, right? Because are you bumping it into that bank and letting it feed out, or are you going loft? I mean, all I see here is like land a 60 over the slope and let it feed out to that pin. Open the face slightly. Come back. Please come off the slope. Please come off the slope. Just knifed it a touch. To play that shot there, I really needed to get the strike, didn't I? I don't know why I do this half the time. I can't fucking feel it. I mean, it rolled up the hill pretty straight, didn't it? It didn't move an awful lot, so again, I can't see it, can't feel it for a new record. Turn. Left to right. I thought it was, but I couldn't feel it left to right, so hit a straight putt, it missed. But we clean it up for a 5, stay at 3 under through 6. So all is not lost in the world, everyone. Still onto a fucking burner. Wasn't meant to be. Stays at 4 birdies consecutively as the record, but we've always got next time, haven't we? Right, 7th hole, 357 yard par 4. Pretty straight away this one. Looks like there's a little bit more room. Got a bit of bunkerage down the left-hand side. Bunkerage just short right of the green, which I think is probably going to be out of play. Winds into off the left. Yes! Westy's joined us. Right, little story time. Westy sprained his ankle and was waiting for a buggy to be available. The boy's here. Wait till I tell him the score. I was like, Galileo, Galileo. Say hello to everyone, cripple. Oh, sorry. Say hello to everyone.
Oh, that's 300. How many you play?
This is the 7th. Matt, I went bogey, birdie, 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 birdie. Back to back to back to back.
Just like you said.
Let's go. Oh, you come west and I fucking hit it left. Sit. Straight over the top of it, I think. Got a good line on that. West has killed my fucking mojo. I haven't missed the fairway for the first 6 holes. I'm really glad you're here, mate. I don't really know how it stayed up on the top of this hill, in all fairness, but it has. Got a couple of little pop bunkers in front of us in the front of the green just to be mindful of, so I just got to make sure I get my strike right. I think it's breaking left to right as it gets up there, so I'm going to land a 54, 10 paces short with the flag, and just hopefully it scoots off to the right. Oh, be good. Be good. Go in. Oh my fuck! Well, that was drew up exactly how I wanted it to be drew up. Pace just kept it out. Imagine that. 5 under through 7. Fuck! You see how the wind's just blowing that flag that way? Like if you let go, it's like leaning that way. If the wind's this way, I genuinely think that goes in, but it's another birdie. We're gonna have to start thinking of title and thumbnail soon, Jake. How did it not go in west? Right, number 8, par 3. Notoriously do not like this hole. Always plays into wind. It's tough. You've got a massive pop bunker, slap bang in the middle of the green pretty much, playing 189 yards. I haven't got to be a hero. This is not a hero shot, this one. Get out of it. Never fancied that. From the second I stood over the ball, skanked the fuck out of it. Luckily it's got out of the waste bush. I actually wouldn't be too sad with a 4. If I can chip it onto the green here and 2-putt, I'd take a 4 on this hole. I fucking hate it. Rough. Rough. Right, not the end of the world, chipping into wind. As I said, it managed to skank its way out of the wasteland. 54 degree, can be a little bit aggressive with this. Looks like there's a back slope behind the pin as well, so. That's long, sit down. Sit, 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 sit. It's not too bad though. Outside look at par, get the putter going, we'll be all right. Feed it over and down. Nope. Straight up and out of it. Listen, I played that hole a lot worse before and walked off with the same score. So, bogey, drop shot. It's a difficult par 3 that. Probably won't lose much on the field in open qualifying, making bogey on that hole. It's a tricky one, especially with that pin. Right, number 9 at the Dunes, it's a beast. 462 yard par 4 off of the back tees here. Wind's not being that kind either. It's still into off of the left. It's a more generous fairway, this one, compared to some of the other holes we've played. And you've kind of got to find it to give yourself a chance at making par. Putting yourself out of position here, the hole's just too long to recover from. So, apart from that little blip on the last hole, QI10 served me well. Just aim it down the left, let it peel back. Fucking hell, West. You're a bad omen, mate, since you've come. Keep going. Look, make 1 bogey, and I'll start to shit myself. It's a fucking story of my golf. Right, hopefully that one has carried on to the fairway over there. If it has, we're absolutely fine, but just to be sure, we'll go with the reload. It's always so much easier the second time, innit? Fucking hell, that's so good. I see it bounce, which is like a positive, I suppose. Right, got it. Just needed it to be another 3-4 yards, 5 yards that way, then I've got a fairway shot. I'm going to try 7-9, get it back out over towards the left-hand side front portion of the green and try and get up and down. This is what I said you didn't want to do off the tee. Put yourself out of position because the hole's just fucking so long. Right, come on, try and stab it out. Please carry. 7 was a bit of a reach, but I think it's all right. Pot bunker in front of me isn't in play. I've got 60 degree. I'm just going to, for the next couple of holes, boys, I'm just going to lock back in, shut up talking, because if I make bogey here, I'm starting to drop a few unnecessary shots. So see if we can get this up and down to be a good 4. Feet out. Feet out. Yes! Come on! Great shot. Come on. Love that. Right, don't fucking bottle the putt. Get out! Don't bottle the putt. Let's go make it. And give up the hole. Nice and straight. What a four. What a fucking four that is. Christ alive, it feels like an eagle. Onto the back nine, Himalayas. Don't think I've ever played it. 3 under, 2, 3. Vamos. Right, hole number 10. Number 1 on the Himalayas, the back nine. I'm playing this one blind, which is a shame really, because I'd have liked to have been playing a golf course that I knew with currently being 3 under through 9, but it's not driver this one, I don't think. Pop bunker in front's only at about 265, so not the longest of holes, 380-ish from these back tees, so 225, 230 free iron. Little stinger one, leave myself an iron into the green. Little bit left, but hit well. That's okay. I fucking hate this battle. That's gone. That's gone. Made the hole a little bit longer, hitting it out to the left, but wind's really starting to pick up now. Feels like it's added like another 5-10 miles an hour onto the gusts. Right, 171 left in. That's a fucking long way into this wind. Just anywhere on the green, I'll be happy with this. Back right flag. Gonna hit like a lower 6 iron, try and chase it in there, I think. Sit. Oh, that is so lucky. You see the cut of heavy rough? That just bounced so far left and then back. Need to start hitting some like solid golf shots again, because although I'm scrambling, it's starting to get a little bit messy. Got to take the lucky breaks in golf. Haven't really had any bad breaks today, to be fair. They've all been pretty lucky, so I might be on a bit of a timeline. But 60 degree, land it up over this mound, try and feed it down. Another up and down here would be great. See if we can do it. I'll take that. Probably 6 feet, like an 8 out of 10. Outside look at par. Just needed to hit a little bit higher up the slope, that was all. Good effort. Dead straight at it. Oh, what a fucking up and down again. Someone once commented on Instagram saying with a grip like that, your short game must be shit. Well, you can go fuck yourself. Right, hole number 11. Great par save there, if I do say so myself. 580 yard. Don't really know where to hit the ball here. I think there's some wastage bunkers that I'm going to try and hit straight over. Looks like it's quite a severe dogleg left. Let's get back to a good bit of driving form. Set ourselves up with a little 5-wood into the green. It's too straight. Sit. Okay, well, just to the right of that tree. Trouble here. Little like buggy path down here. I've just rolled off the side of it, kind of like half in the fescue, half out. I've got a terrible lie, so I'm just going to go 8 iron, try and get it back onto the fairway to the right of the bunker over there. That's all I had there. Yeah, that was a sensible play. No unforced errors is what I'm going to try and do through this back nine. Right, 92 yards, back into position A. That's average. Scooped it off the linksy lie. Still a birdie putt though. Outside look, 30 feet. Think it's right to left. Fighting back into the wind, can be a little bit more aggressive with this one. Good speed, wrong line. There's nothing to be fucking grumbling at. Still 3 under somehow, but the game feels like it's starting to like go to tatters pretty quickly. I need to find something again, a little spark, and a drivable par 4 next might just be that spark. Right, number 12, straight down the breeze, 372 yards. I'm going to tee this one up, give it a little bit more welly, see if we can get it down there. Just got to navigate the 2 pot bunkers, front left of the green. One sort of looks like pin eye or just past pin eye on the right. This is a birdie opportunity. Oh, she's coming, and she's hit good. Missed that bunker. Now run, run, run. So short. I just gassed that the fuck up and just lied on YouTube saying it's hit good, and I towed the shit out of it. It's still good, don't get me wrong. It's the middle. I didn't tow the shit out of it. It's the middle of the fairway. That was a good shot. Greenskeeper's had a row with the missus. That pin is one pace onto the front. I'm not the linksman, so I'm going to chuck something high up in the air rather than using the contours to see if I can get it to stop close to the pin. It's the only shot that I ever see. Height. Don't play links golf. We're fucking qualifying for Portrush, I'm telling you. Me and you. And you lot at home. First ever proper YouTuber to qualify for the fucking Open 2025 Portrush. I'll shoot 112 in round one, but I don't give a shit as long as I get there. That takes us back to 4 under par. We're going to Portrush. We are going to Portrush, everybody. We're going to fucking Portrush, everybody. Hole 13, good birdie on the last there. This is a tight one, 440 yard, par 4, fescue left, fescue right, bunker left. The short stuff only looks about, from down here, like 15, 20 yards wide. So me being me, I'm gonna hit driver. Why not? I'm gonna try and like hit like it's into wind, I'm gonna try and hit like a bit of a lower one. Call it like a fairway finder type of shot. I just get the occasional tug left of it. So that's a shot I'm going to play, just try and get something bounding down there. Don't really want to hit anything too high. Let's give ourselves a chance on this hole. Just as I drew it up. The little knockdown runner driver. God, it's such a fun sport when you actually like play well. It's the worst sport in the world when you play terribly, but when you start playing well, and you feel like you've got control of the golf ball. It's not like you might understand what I'm saying there, but you feel like you can control the flight and control the start line. It's just such a fun game. Good one, that, wasn't it? That was a good tee shot. Could be an 8 in this wind. Probably is an 8. Let's quickly change to an 8 and just hit stock shot straight at that tree behind the flag. 142. Pretty good, just to the right of the flag. I feel like you weren't sure on that, but no, but it turned out that I was right, you was wrong. Get in the comments, everyone. Who's the best YouTube golfer? 85. Just getting an open spirit. Went for the pink, a little bit of a outside the box choice there. Let me lock in now, Jake. This is for birdie. This get us 5 under buddy blocks. Just a bit of a misread. It's a good par on that hole. I'll check what the stroke index is, but as tee shots go, that's probably one of the harder ones we've faced. But onto the 5 of the hums, the hims. That's why I just tried to read that sign. It says hims, not hums. Right, hole number 15, par 3, 137 yards. A little bit of wind help. Bunkerish to the left, shouldn't be in play. It's going to take an absolute diabolical wedge to go into that. I'm going to go 50. It's probably a good number with this wind. So just a good stock swing. It's on the number. Short. Stop, stop, stop. Ah, I think it probably was the right club. Just wind kind of switched up on me a little bit. First time I've had like a really long putt. Big slope right to left. Didn't want to leave myself here. Tricky pin though, right at the back of the green. I've got like a little patch, I'm going to try and roll it over. 2 putts off this, I'll be fucking over the moon. Sim up, sim up, sim up, sim up. Oh, fucking hammered it. I've hammered it. I just haven't had one of them lengths all day. I had no real gauge up the hill, downwind. I had no real distance control there. No. Not much to say, boys. 2 bad putts. Good tee shot, 2 bad putts, bogey. Back to 3 under. Number 15, 556 yard, par 5 with a little bit of help. Again, another tight one. Definitely looks a little bit more tighter than the dunes, which we started the front 9 on. I'd probably say my preference is sort of leaning more towards the dunes, but you can only play what's in front of you. Let's try and find the fairway. This will be a good birdie opportunity with this being downwind if we can get it on the short stuff. Play the draw a little bit more than what I usually do. Start it at the right hand side bunker and just let it turn. Not too much. Missed the bunker. Oh, it has. Perfect. Perfect. Tiny bit more draw than what I wanted, but we've got away with it. That should be pretty far down there as well. I'd liked it a bit higher downwind, but that plays.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. You up again?
Right, 244 left into the flagstick. I'm on a slight upslope. I'm going to go 4-iron, land it short and let it hopefully roll up onto the green. It'd be good to get a birdie back now. Bounce back birdies are like the best birdies to get. Like when you come fresh off the back of a 3-whack bogey, sometimes you just want to bounce back with a birdie. An eagle would be better, but at this stage, I would take a birdie. It's always going to happen off that slope there. It's the miss though, out to the right. Sit short of the trap. Sit, 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 sit. That's a makeable up and down there. That ain't terrible. I'd like to use that back slope, but I don't think it's going to come back far enough. So this is it's going to have to be landed in the exact right spot. Otherwise it's going to come back down towards my feet. So just long's better than short here. Oh, fucking gunned it. Just shut the face down as soon as I hit it. Almost like a draw with the wedge. That was really poor. That was a really poor wedge shot. Don't hate that. Don't hate that. It's a missed birdie opportunity from where I was, but I hit a really mediocre, well, below par actually, wedge shot, which has cost me my birdie there, but 3 under, 3 holes to play. At this stage, I'm qualifying for the opening, boys. At this stage, we've qualified. Hole number 16, par 3, 190 yards off of these tees. Wind's helping slightly off the right. Green looks like it's sloping all over the place, so I just want to give myself the easiest putt possible on this hole. I don't know where that is on the green. I'm going to say like low left of the pin, leave myself an uphill putt. But this is the problem. My mindset's now switched to like, just don't make bogeys. Like, oh, have I got a par 5 coming in? 1 hole at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 6-iron is a good number for this hole. Chances, if it's the number. Go. Lovely golf shot. Below the hole, uphill putt. We've had a lot of them today where we drew them up just how we wanted them. That was another one of them. Come on. Come on, buddy blocks. Right to left up the hill. Can we get the speed locked in? No. Fuck me, that was slow. I feel like I hammered that. Ah! Fucking hell. Stressful, wasn't it, in the end? Walking down thinking I had a good look at birdie. Turned out it was 30 foot and I just had a 5-footer to clean up for par. Put my heart sometimes under unnecessary, well, the monster energy does that, to be fair, quite a lot, but I just put my heart under a lot of unnecessary pressure with stuff like that. Added pressure that my monster heart don't need. Right, number 17, 312 yard par 4. Sounds drivable, but I feel like you just bring in probably a lot of trouble pulling driver here. So I've got the 5-wood, the eye smoke. Just gonna try and find the short stuff. There's a couple of traps out there just to the left of the green, which I'm gonna just try and miss on the right-hand side. I'm like 2 good full shots away from a very solid round here. It's the wrong side of the bunkers, but it's hit well. Sit, sit. Yeah, it's fine, fairway. I thought that there was only about 220, but I must have zapped the wrong thing. We're fine there, we're golden. 72 yards, 54-degree wedge in hand. Probably want to land this like 60. I reckon it's going to roll out about 10. So probably land it like 5-6 paces onto the green and let it feed out. This one's actually a cool green because it's shared with, I think, the 12th. Yeah, land this 10 short, let it feed out. That's spun. Not many of them spun today, but that ripped hard. Oh well, birdie looks still. Come on, this would be lovely. This would be lovely. 4 under. It's just I'd be so much happier with 4 under than I would 3 under. Let's give this a chance. Or not give it a chance. Oh, I did. Didn't think I'd hit it. Wasn't a bad putt in the end, to be honest. one more birdie opportunity. It is a par. Now I can look this far in advance, I can jump forward. It's a par 4, 426 yards, stroke index 10, into wind. Let's get it. Right, number 18. 3 under par, qualified. I think it was 1 under par, but we're gonna say 2, so I need a par or better on this hole to qualify through to final stage. Played some good golf today. There was a real rough patch in the middle and we managed to weather the storm, which is positive signs for my golf. Short game saved me a little bit as per usual. Last one, I'm seeing another draw here off the bunker, right hand side of the fairway. See if we can grab another one back. Yeah, I had to really try for that though, and that's just fucking perfect. I'm happy that I can move it both ways, boys, and that's a big part of why I'm scoring so much better. And this form, if people are regular watchers to the channel, this form is carrying on from chart hills. I'm playing good golf at the minute. If you're not a regular viewer to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. Right, 122 left in, chaps. Slight bit of down drizzle, 50-degree wedge. Give ourselves one more birdie opportunity. That's all I want, just one more good look at it. Go in for eagle. Oh, what a bounce. What a fucking robbery that is. Piss off. Oh, fuck's sake. Short left, that was such a bad bounce. Right then, champs. We've got 2 to qualify, but we've been left with about 18 feet. Come on, Ash, one good putt. I had the finger up early, thought I'd made it. Boys, if you've enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Ring the bell, you'll be notified every time we upload a new golf video. I am going for Open 20 for 25 qualifying. I'll see you all at Portrush. Make sure you like this video as well. Do all the good stuff. That's a 3 under par, 69 at Prince's Hymns and Dunes course. La Boche.